Currently, there are 5 different versions of the Qur'an found in the Muslim Ummah.
Qur'an is the only book which has only one version.
Currently, there are 5 different versions of the Quran. When I say there are 5 versions, it means that there are 5 different versions which have different words at times. There are verbs which are different. There are nouns which are different. There's a difference between plural and singular. There's a difference between declensions or the i'rab. And then we have other differences as well.
Anyone who doubts a word or even a letter is not a Muslim.
When I say different versions, of course, I refer to the fact that the words are different. Then there is this word order at times, which is different. Then we have, although these differences might not be very significant as far as their meaning is concerned, although there are some others as well which have a significant change of meaning as well, but still the claim that the Quran was preserved word for word in one format had that claims seem to literally shake in its foundations. When I say 5 versions, I am not talking about any pronunciation issue or qira'at issue. I am talking about complete set of the Quran, which have different words, different from the Quran that we see in front of us today in the United States and some other parts of the world.
He allowed them to recite exactly the same thing.
So they're just like, it's kind of like accents.
Absolutely. That's
kind of like accents. And Allah has allowed the book to be read in different accents.
Exactly.
The differences in these versions is not just in matters of pronunciation or dial or accent, but it also relates to differences in verb patterns, differences in nouns, different in a singular or plural noun, and similarly in declensions or i'rab. And then there are differences in particles also. For example, at places we'll have waw or a fa.
It's just a different way of saying exactly the same thing.
If you ask me that does this difference change the meaning of the Quran as well, I will say yes. In many cases, it does change the meaning. And although the change might be very minor and it might not be of much significance, but again, it does change the meaning. And in some cases, there is a drastic change in meaning as well, because when words change, when we find that there is a difference in declensions, in the verb patterns, in nouns, the meaning obviously changes.
Confusion arises when we think about that, because many Muslims just simply have the simplistic idea that there has only been one version of the Quran throughout history, and that's the version that we're holding now. And when we read our history, we see in fact that there were variations, multiple readings. Today, most Muslims read the Quran in a text that is referred to as the Egyptian edition of 1924. But this is not the only text of the Quran that is read throughout the world.
The Arabic Quran universally is the same. No difference between one part of the world and another.
This is not the only text of the Quran that is read throughout the world.